Check one. Check. 1 2. Check 1 2. Yes, people. We are back live. Welcome back to the second edition. To be fair, I should have probably changed the title, because in the first episode we went from turning a house FLP into a hardcore FLP. So let me. I'm just going to call it turning an FLP into a bounce tune. So welcome back to part 2. If you didn't watch part 1, then go back and watch part 1. If you don't know what we're doing, if you're a little bit like, again, go back and watch part 1. But essentially, we downloaded an FLP from the internet, which is basically a project file for FL Studio that someone has put up online, and it's basically where they've either attempted to make a track, or they've done a track and, it's just a free track, and they've got no issues in giving the FLP away. And essentially, people can download it and they can open up the project files, and they can do a few bits and bobs. Now, I do sadly need to apologise. I got a little excited on Friday, and I think that was the day after the first episode. I was showing somebody, actually in my house, I was showing them the track, and I got a little bit energetic, and I actually started doing a little bit more work on it, actually. So I do sadly apologise about that. But we've got these vocal raps that I put in, and I think I just did like a little bit of a like drop and stuff. So I don't think I'm going to keep these vocal raps in, just because I'm not too certain that they actually go. But I do, as a matter of fact, I do still very much like the tune. And I can't remember, I think, I'm just going to have a quick check on all. No, I didn't, that I'm aware of. So I was just making sure that I didn't put like the Korg M1 in anywhere, because if you've not watched streams before on FL Studio, you'll know that I run a cracked version, and the cracked version only allows me to use it for 20 minutes, and then it like resets itself. And the only way to fix it is to either reopen the project, save and reopen, or just to essentially swap the plugin for another plugin and then go back to that plugin, and then it'll like reset the 20 minutes and you get another 20 minutes with it. So but it gives you an idea in a way, like how long you've been on FL for, because if you've just loaded it up, and then you put the piano on, and then it runs out, I've been on it 20 minutes already, because I can spend hours on FL. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play everything and everything in, and then we'll sort of go from there. So I think when we first opened up this FLP, like all this was here. Oh, not getting rid of that. But all this was here. And then I think it like just essentially happened like twice. And then just essentially we sort of like sort of cut it up, and we made this little breakdown here, and then I just off camera sort of went and extended it a little bit, did like a little bit of a build up that I'm not totally finished with yet, so we're going to do a little bit more on that today. But let's have a play of what we've got so far. so then all that really happens is the vocal just sort of like repeats itself. So I think what I'm going to do though is I'm not too keen on the vocal itself. So I just don't think, like, in some places it sounds like it fits, and then in other places it just doesn't sound like it's the right vocal for it. So we are going to take the vocal out, and I don't know what it'll sound like without the vocal. We might find something else, because I do sort of feel like it does need something, but you know when you're just not sort of certain like what it needs, but you're like, do you know what? It does actually need something. Just I don't know what it would actually need. So we're going to add some kicks onto the build up anyway. And that already improves that build up. But what we're going to do is we're going to take all of these kicks out here, and then what we've got to essentially do is put like these closer up kicks, so they're gonna go like slightly out of time, and they're gonna not fit. They're not meant to fit like they did. So we can do that just like that, and then if I play it now, so if I go from the kick build up now. So now all I've essentially got to do is just make these go like really, like, you know, right next to each other, really short, right to the end, so we can fit another one in there. So that one actually works out quite nice, but I don't think I'd done these kicks exactly right. Let's have a... Yeah, I think they're a little, like, I don't want to go too far. I don't know if that's just now going the same as... I think it might actually. So what I'm going to do is get rid of these again, because I think I was just a little too far out. Yeah, but if I go like... I guess if I like zoom in a bit... Yeah, it's a little bit of a tricky one, isn't it? Because if I go like, it's kind of giving off like a little click. It's kind of giving off like a little bit of a clicky sound. But one thing I'm sort of not liking about these kicks is the simple fact that I think that would work better in itself, because I think where we was causing this little issue, I think was because because the kicks have got this like long little gap. So let's try and see what we can. Yeah, I'm still not totally sure. I think personally, so really, we've got quite a strong track, and actually this song is also like giving me a little bit of almost like Makina vibes as well. And I think this actually could be made as a Makina tune as well. But we've just got to kind of really think like what like we've got a nice melody here. So like. I think I've got a little bit of an idea. I actually do. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to YouTube a sec. I'm gonna try something. I've just clicked. I've just searched in the wrong thing. I've got an idea for something. So I'm just trying to think. Was it? Do you know what? I can't remember if it was Example or not. Yeah, it was. That was it. It was Calvin Harris feat Example. Yeah. Right. Let's have a look and see if I can get the. And you'll see what I mean in a minute, and it might work. There is an a cappella as well. Right. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna grab this a cappella quickly. You won't see this on the screen because it only shows the FL Studio screen. But I'm just downloading an a cappella to a song that I think might actually fit with this. So I'm gonna have a little bit of a see if it'll work. It might not. But it just sort of, I was listening to the melody and I was just trying to sing something, and that did sort of come into my head as like, oh yeah, by the way, this could actually, do you know what I mean? So we'll just see how it goes. So it's just converting the link for me to download the acapella. And I'm not sure how good the acapella sounds, to be fair. I probably should have listened to it. And I do also need to find out what the... right. I do need to also find out what the BPM is, so I can time the vocal up. And I've just actually had to... Right, I'm clicking all over the joint. I've just actually had to show someone how to do this as well. About timing up, because they didn't know how to do it. Getting into it themselves. So it says 128. So that's quite good. Right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna drag the acapella in, and all I'm gonna do for now is just put the chorus in. Because that's what I'm digging at the moment. Is I think this chorusal is what's gonna do it for me. So what I think will really tell if this acapella is gonna work or not. So I'm just gonna put it there. Obviously, it's not at the all apart, but I'm with yeah. So obviously, right, where is it? Standing in the... Yeah. Right. And then what we're going to do is type in the BPM of 128. So let's try and time this up. It might not work. I don't know. I actually have put it in the wrong place as well. I actually wanted to put it here. So we'll go from... So I think it's going And oh wow, that actually works. It actually fits really well. The only thing I'd say is does it all?
Coming back for you one day. We'll be coming back for you one day.
Yeah, so the only thing is I used the breakdown chorus, so obviously
standing there.
So obviously, the one I used, it had like the vocal like builds up for like a drop. So what we'll do is we will probably swap them around. But what I'm gonna do just for now is swap them. So like we'll put this one in because this one's the chorus that you'd have on the build up. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna put that there, and then I'll just mute that channel for now. So
standing in the light till it's over, out of our minds. Someone had to draw a line. We'll be coming back for you one day. We'll be coming back for you one day. I don't even care if I know you're out of our minds. Time to leave it all behind. We'll be coming back for you one day. We'll be coming back for you one day.
Yeah, so that actually works really well. So what we're gonna do now, because we've got this bit of the the vocal here as well. So what I'm gonna do is I want to copy that one because we have another section. Remember where all of the sort of like all the stuff comes in. So I'm thinking like let's go like this. So I need to put this in like that.
Standing in the light till it's over, out of our minds. Someone had to draw a line. We'll be coming back for you one day. We'll be coming back for you one day. I don't even care if I know you're out of our minds. Time to leave it all behind. We'll be coming back for you one day. We'll be coming back for you one day.
So we need to take this vocal back to the beginning.
We'll be coming back for you one day. We'll be coming back for you one day.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do, because for the chorus that we had, the chorus that we put in, it's like really loud, but this little vocal section here is like quite quiet. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the sound unique. And what this does, if you don't know what it does, it basically recopies that piece of audio but it actually puts it onto a separate track. So like if you turn the volume up or you add an effect to it, it's not going to add an effect to the rest of the original vocal. So essentially you can cut part of a vocal and say you wanted to make, say, just one sort of word in that vocal go really high pitched. Like you can do it. You can do it. I actually feel buzzed actually like explaining this. Like, wow, I've actually learned stuff myself. But yeah, we're gonna just turn this one up a bit because it's a little quiet. So
We took it all apart, but I'm wishing I'd stayed. In the back room, something I heard you say. We didn't want.
yeah. So actually, what I'm gonna do is right. What I need to do. How are we gonna do this actually? Because this is actually not gonna be the easiest thing to do. Because this basically essentially this comes back in, and what we need to do is right. So what I actually want to do is this is gonna be quite tricky. Right, I think what I'm gonna do. I think I know what I'm gonna do. So what I'm gonna actually do is I'm going to just highlight this vocal, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna let me mute the mic a sec. Yeah, so what I've done is I've just moved everything. I've just moved the vocal, sorry, so it's far enough in one place. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy the rest of the track and I'm gonna move it along. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna extend that sort of like I think what I did is I think what we did is we speeded up a hip hop, like a hip hop kick, and we made it sound a little bit more like, sort of like funky and breakbeaty. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna move this along out of the way, and then we've got a little bit of room we've got room to work with essentially. And then what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna bring that vocal back up to the original place, and then we can start making more of this breakdown. Okay, so we put it back in, and what I'm gonna do, so for starters, I'm obviously gonna extend that. That's obviously a thing. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna extend the hip hop kick. So this hip hop kick here is, but it actually sounds really nice at that 150 speed. It's actually weird, but it sounds good in a weird way. So what I want to do is I want to take this to the end of the verse essentially. And then we're going to have like, so I've decided that we're going to have like quite a quick build-up. I've got an idea and I'm going to try and do the flow of the build-up. So we've got the chorus, which I think the chorus might come in here. So if I just have a quick skeg.
We took it all apart, but I'm wishing I'd stayed. In the back room, something I heard you say. We didn't want to call.
Oh, what happened there?
We took it all apart, but I'm wishing I'd stayed. In the back room, something I heard you say. We didn't want to call it too early. We took it all apart, but I'm wishing I'd
I'm just sort of grinding away. I'm not totally happy with it, but we can put the other bits back in, and hopefully we'll get the feel for it. Have we got the same vocal here? I think we do. This is all the same. So what I need to do is what actually is this?
You could see it from a coming back.
Yeah. So essentially, I just take that to there, and hopefully, right. So what I'm gonna do, I will be putting the mic down again, and I'm just gonna have a little play around, and then I'll come back to you because I'm gonna work a few things out, and holding the microphone, it's not the easiest.
Wanna call it my mind. Someone had to wait, but I missed the day. Are we ever gonna feel the same? Away, but I missed the day. Are we ever gonna feel the same? Standing in, we're gonna feel the same. We're gonna feel the same. We're gonna feel the same. Standing in the, we're gonna feel the same. 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 Standing in the light. We're gonna feel the same. Standing in. We're gonna feel the same. Standing in the light till it's over. Out of our minds. Someone had to. We're gonna feel the same. Standing in the light till it's over. We're gonna feel the same. Standing in the light till it's over. We're gonna feel the same. Standing in the light till it's over. Out of our minds. Someone had to draw a line. We'll be coming back for you one day. We'll be coming back. you one day. I don't even care if I know you're out of our mind. You one day. I don't even care if I know you're out of our minds. Start to leave it all behind. We'll be coming back, 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 back. We'll be coming back for you one day.
Right, it's definitely getting there. I'm just not.
Feel the same. Standing in the light till it's over. Out of our minds. Someone had to draw a line. We'll be coming back for you one.
But can I start the thing again? Can I like put this back in?
Feel the same. Standing in the light till it's over. Out of our minds. Someone had to draw a line. We'll be coming back for you one day. We'll be coming back for you one day. I don't even care if I know you're out of our minds. Start to leave it all behind.
It's definitely you know, it's.
We took it all apart, but I'm wishing I'd stay. In the bathroom, something I heard you say. We didn't want to call it too early. Now it seems a world away, but I miss the day. Are we ever gonna feel the same? Standing in.
Right, that little kick for me. Right, I know I'm not on the mic much, but trust me, like it's kind of annoying me because I want to get this right. So I do apologise for putting the mic down, but I've got to keep doing it because it's annoying. But I'm just trying things, essentially. But what I've got to do now is... Right.
We didn't want to call it too early. Now it seems a world away, but I miss the day. Are we ever gonna feel the same? Standing in the light till it's over. Out of our minds. Someone hey, but I miss the day. Are we ever gonna feel the same? Standing in the light till it's over. Out of our minds. Someone had to hey, but I miss the day. Are we ever gonna feel the same? Standing in the light. Hey, but I miss the day. Are we ever gonna feel the same? Standing in the. Hey, but I miss the day. Standing in the light. Standing in the. Standing in the light till it's over. Out of our minds. Someone away, but I miss the day. Are we ever gonna feel the same? Standing in the light till it's over. Out of our minds. Someone had to draw a line. We'll be coming back for you one day. We'll be coming back for you one day. I don't even care if I know you're out of our minds. Start to leave it all behind. We'll be coming back, 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 back. We'll be coming back for you one day.
wow, that is actually sounding epic. That is obviously sounding so good, and I've got sort of an idea about sort of like what I want to do now. Like, we've really like taken this bit now to sound better.
Hold away, but I missed the day. Are we ever gonna feel the same? Standing in the light till it.
But I think what we can do to sort of try and make it sound a little bit better is if we put one of these little kick effects in.
Hold away, but I missed the day. Are we ever gonna feel the same? Standing in the light till it's over, out of our minds. Someone had to draw a line. Hold away, but I missed the day.
Yeah, and that sounds better now because these strings they were sounding so loud. I didn't like how loud they were sounding to start with, so we've knocked them down a little bit. So what I'm probably going to do is probably replicate this breakdown, but we'll have the second verse instead of the first verse maybe. It's got a real nice vibe to it actually, and I actually like it. I actually like it at the moment. It sounds good. I'm just gonna go back to. Oh yeah, so the track. Yeah, so I'm actually gonna call it "We'll Be Coming Back" as well, because I didn't know whether to call it "Back for You," but then I've done a track that's called "Back for Me," so I thought it might sound like real similar. And if people have like. It comes to a point where you're going through your like list of tunes, and then you're in alphabetical order, and you go to Noble, and it's back for me, and then you click again, and the name's scrolling, it goes back for, and I thought, well, I've got the same song twice, and then you realise it's actually Back for You. So this is sounding really, really good at the moment. I'm actually really liking it. We're actually proper. Really coming together with this now, and it actually really does sound nice, and it actually fits as well. So we've kind of like wrote our own lead to it, and it actually does fit. And it sounds better than I actually thought it was going to sound. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit like, ooh, this ain't gonna sound that good. But honestly, this sounds wicked. So in the next part, we shall work on going into the second breakdown and stuff like that, and we'll give it a good little whirl and a chunk. So that's going to do it for this episode. Make sure to comment, share, all the rest of it, subscribe.